much of your time and energy right now are you spending on repeating yourself and getting frustrated in that cycle? Imagine that you're only spending this really small amount of your time, this small fraction of your time is spent disciplining or getting your kids to do something, because instead of having to repeat yourself a million times, it just happens the first time. Imagine how much space and time and energy is opened up, not just in your day, but in your relationship with your child. What comes in and fills that space is something incredible. Things like deep connection with your child, conversations that have nothing to do with behavior, empowering questions that help your child start to question themselves and understand themselves better and make better choices because they're actually thinking through things because you're helping them do that. All of those things come in and fill that space that used to be taken up with arguing and power struggles and frustration and repeating yourself. When we break that cycle, we make room for so much more goodness, and it's amazing. And the last thing I want to talk to you about, what happens when you break the cycle, is something that's actually already happening in your family right now. It's just happening in a way that's not serving you. And that is the concept of entrainment, which is just a fancy way of saying you match the energy of the people you are surrounded by. So if you ask yourself, what is the energy in my home right now? That is probably not a great answer, especially if you're in this cycle of repeating yourself. And that means that you and your energy is in training to the people around you, and your kiddo's energy also is in training to the people around you, namely you, right? So your kiddo is in training to your energy, you're in training to your kiddo's energy, and you guys are just kind of like bringing yourself down, down, down. But that is a cycle that gets reversed when you break your habit of repeating yourself, because when you feel heard, when you feel in control, when you feel empowered, when you feel clear and totally 100% confident in what you need to do to either respond to the fact that your child ignored you or to communicate with your child effectively so they don't ignore you, when you have all of those things on board, your energy is different. You feel so much better. And even just the act of you up-leveling your way of being in and of itself is going to change the way that your child exists, because they will entrain to your energy. And that concept of entrainment is happening all the time, because human beings are social creatures. We are community-based creatures, and we are constantly receiving and assessing and entraining to the energy around us. This is why Monday's event is a roundtable discussion. It's not a course, it's not a webinar, it's not a workshop, it's not a training, because instead of being there passively absorbing whatever from me, we are going to be co-creating an environment of extremely high energy, energy that's about finding creative solutions, energy that's about finding the win-win outcome for you and your family, energy that's about solving and acknowledging and healing emotions. And that energy is going to help you when you come, no matter how defeated you feel, no matter how hopeless you might feel right now about the pattern that you're in with your family. Just being in the presence of this incredible group of people is going to raise your energy, because you are going to entrain to us. This is why I run group programs. This is why I like everything I do to be super interactive. So if you're not signed up already, I want you to come. You have 2 chances to come: noon on Monday or 7 p.m. on Monday. Those are both in Mountain Time. And you're going to see, first of all, how to break this cycle. But second of all, exactly what's possible for you when you do that work. All of that amazingness gets to rush in when you don't take up your space and time and energy in your family fighting and arguing and repeating yourself, right? And you're going to walk away from this roundtable with a huge aha of clarity about exactly what needs to happen and how you can make it happen. I cannot wait to see you on Monday. This is an incredible event and you need to be there. I can't wait to see you all. Goodbye.